It's Sunday today. I've just popped out with my dad and Isabel and we've come to visit St Fagans Museum of Welsh Life again. It's a brilliant place, it's free to get into and we've been loads. I went loads when I was a kid. Now Isabel's going loads as a kid and every time we go we have a completely different day. So I wonder what's going to happen today. What do you think, Izzy?
Raining.
Raining.
It's already started to drizzle.
My companions.
Your call is being connected.
Oh, it's opening.
Okay. Oh.
You missed it!
We're on a mission to find mulberries. We're going to see if they're ripe yet. There's a really old mulberry tree here.
There's one there, you can see it.
Oh. Grandad's straight off. His mulberry radar is flashing. Well, we found a mulberry tree. It's right by the back entrance, actually. They don't seem to be ripe yet, though. Here, have a look. It's the end of July at the moment here in Britain. And this is what the mulberries are looking like at the moment. That one's red. My dad says they've got to be pretty much black before they're ready to eat. Oh, it's beautiful in here. This is what Dad did when he was a kid, apparently.
You used to have hours of endless entertainment from it.
This was before the invention of broadband. What's this one then?
Oh, I think it's a Puccini, but I'm not sure.
I thought it was.
Did you?
Yeah.
Are you sure, Isabel?
Yes, I am certain.
Sure.
Yes, I am. Granny's an expert on flowers. She told me it was a petunia.
Ooh, thank you, Granny.
The flowers are making its own opinion. It's making a statement. No entry!
Blocking the path.
I'm the queen of the castle.
Oh look, it's a bay. It's made of bay leaves. Just see a little bee's bum poking out there on the puppy. Yes?
Ah, there you are. I got something to show you.
What's that, love?
It's the rosary.
The rosary? Isn't that something you do your prayers on?
No, it's over there.
Okay, shall we go?
Let's go. Stand back! This is closed. The rosary is closed. No one gets through this guard. The rosary's closed.
How do I get in?
It's closed.
Aww.
So stay tuned for other videos where you might see the rosary.
Okay.
I've turned into Grandad. I know these flowers are red hot pokers.
Are they? Did Grandad just tell you that?
Yes. Oh, look at all the wasps.
Wasps? Oh, goodness me, you're not wrong there.
Now, if you don't mind, I am highly allergic to wasp stings and I'm getting out of here.
Okay. She's not really allergic to wasp stings. She's just not a fan of wasps. From wasps back to bees again, on the lavender.
Oh, pretty.
That's the trouble with lavender, you have to actually touch them to get the smell.
How's it smelling?
Lavendery.
Lavendery.
Yeah.
Just coming down these steps here. For some reason, these ones remind me of a carpet or a tapestry or something. Dad said this one looks like it's got ambitions to be a cauliflower. I like these spiky edged leaves here. What they are, they're great. This little patch of slope here on the grass is where Izzy first ran up and down slopes ever, or maybe scrambled, I think, as a very, very young tot. She's come a long way since then. Never mind. Got these big bulgy things here. My dad says they're tree peonies. Peonies?
Peonies.
Peonies. I think it looks like a moustache. I think we're heading down to the pondy bit now. Come along this path because I want to have a look at these leaves here that are growing right by the side of the water. I love them because they're just so enormous. I think they look like rhubarb, but I don't think they are actually related. Wait, there's my hand, so got a bit of reference there. I'll tell you, let's use my foot for reference. That's that one. But they get bigger. That one's way, way bigger, that one up there. There's another load by there. Oh, that seagull's enjoying the water over there. Having a nice little dip. Very refreshing. Izzy and my dad have gone up that way, so I'm going to go back and catch up with them now. Up the steps. Those ferns there, aren't they lovely? Now those are tall trees. What are they, Dad? Pines?
Pines, yeah, I don't know which one is that.
That one's liquid amber though. Through the tunnel with the lovely roots all up the side. There. Am I there? Dun 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 dun. What?
Oh,
At the moment in the centre of Cardiff, in the National Museum, the main museum, there's a big dinosaur exhibition thing. I think it's to do with dinosaur babies, so that is probably in relation to that. The main entrance is now the main entrance again. The last couple of times we vlogged here in St Fagans, it wasn't open, it was all being renovated, so we're quite excited to go and have a look at that later before we leave. So hazelnuts growing up there. Oh my goodness, look what we've just spotted. Protruding through the rear entrance of that little tumble-down cottage thing there. Ta-da! What if it's alive?
it might eat us.
You go first. No. I'll just stay back here. You go in and have a look and just tell me if it's safe.
No, you go in.
No, you go.
No, you go.
It's not even in there.
It must have gone just as we walked round.
You know what that means?
What?
Everyone else that was walking through there got to have the experience of seeing the whole dinosaur, and we didn't.
Aww. Anyone from Cardiff remember the Vulcan pub? It's being rebuilt here by the Working Men's Institute building. There's a temporary old-fashioned fair here at the moment. But right now, I'm more interested in the contents of this bag. Look at that. A jammy scone washed down with a cup of tea.
And I've got a teddy bear doing his splits that just had his head cut off.
Oh dear. Any good?
Top quality.
Izzy's discovered a new trick.
Listen to my voice. It sounds so cool. See, if you put a cup up next to your mouth and then you talk, it sounds like this. Ah, I love it.
It's not the coins doing it, is it?
Maybe.
Does it work without the coins?
Let's try. No, it's the coins.
Whoa! So you've got
Hashtag science.
Lots of 2 pence pieces in there. How many have you got in there?
5. No, I think it was
How much money did you have?
6.
6.
It's the metal in there, maybe. I don't know.
They're vibrating.
Hashtag science.
Yeah. And here's a lovely wood pile. We found the new building. When this was being built, I was vlogging around here in these parts. I did say at that point that it was going to exhibit different crafts from Wales and methods of working and present opportunities for one to participate in them. Look at this. Looks like some sort of education centre at first glance. Izzy's discovered another trick. This one's quite gross.
Hold on, I wasn't doing it right.
Ugh. Probably full of bacteria. Well, I haven't found much in the way of hands-on activities so far. Izzy is so enjoying the cup and 6 2-pence pieces.
Oh, and also, if you put your finger there while you're vibrating, it feels tingly.
That's it.
Yeah. Feel it.
Ew, it's very tickly.
It's not working anymore.
The YouTube viewers have had enough of your horrible noise.
No, they have not.
Yes, they have. They totally have.
I love it. It's a new silence activity. How it vibrates and it feels tickly. Everybody, this is a science lesson from Isabel. Hello.
We haven't seen this lot before. We thought we were just mooching up to the Celtic village, but apparently not. It's the thing about St Fagans, it just That's the thing about St Fagans. You might think, oh, well, I've been a couple of years ago, I don't need to go again, seen it all. But every time you come, there's something new springing up. They're constantly doing more stuff. Here we are, we've come across this bit now. Oh, that's the projected image of the intended result. At the moment, it's looking like this. Some nice thatch going on there. Inside of one of the Celtic roundhouses. I won't film in that one, there's an attendant there giving a bit of a spiel. So, cave last week. Reconstruction of a Celtic roundhouse from 2,000 years ago this week. We're coming away from the Celtic roundhouses now and we're heading gradually back to the car now because it's getting quite late. I did something really horrible to my finger the other week and I think it's gone infected. I jammed it between a breeze block wall and the laundry basket that I was carrying at the time. Been putting some Fustin on it, but it's getting a bit swollen and red and really painful. Izzy's just drawn my attention to these little toadstools here amid the dock leaves and logs. I don't know how we've got down on this path. I've never been this way ever before. Perhaps it just wasn't open to the public before. No. But I think we're going to come out by the farm, and that's the farm that way. Yeah, I recognise it now. There's a walnut tree here. My dad, the font of all knowledge, has just been telling me that while the walnuts are at this stage, they are ready for pickling because the shells are still soft and that's how you eat them, shell and all. And here's the bark of the walnut tree. I think it's quite lovely. Look at that, all ridgy and rough and scratchy. Ooh, gorgeous. The font of all knowledge has told me it's called Juglans Regia for its proper posh name. No pigs here today, but we have witnessed them in the past crunching up the fallen walnuts in their jaws and enjoying them immensely, or at least they appear to be. We're just coming past the watermill here. There's the wheel, not in operation today. Just poking my head in here. Izzy's quite keen to get off now. She's rocketed off into the distance, but I'm not worried, she knows the way. Traditional old pigsty there. I'm kind of repeating myself because I have done this in a previous vlog. Though not on such fancy camera. Oh, that water looks a bit manky, doesn't it? It's the piggy entrance. We found the Izzy. There she is. Behind the hydrangea is a heron. There's a lot of green algae on this particular pond. Izzy and Grandad are heading up back towards the car now. So, just coming back through the duck pond area. There's a whole succession of those. I'll do a little camera pan at the top for you. So we just walked along that bit there. There's a lake there. And they're kind of tiered, they go upwards, you see. Another one beyond there and maybe possibly another one as well. Dad has found something of extreme interest. What is he photographing?
Oh, I've done that again.
What is it then?
I don't know, but I turned the flipping camera around and got a grinning lunatic.
Who was that then?
I don't know. He keeps getting in the way every time I...
It's called a selfie. We've worked out what the problem was. The picture of the camera looks very similar to the picture of the camera with the arrows either side to flip it into selfie mode. That was the area of confusion.
Your call is being connected.
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Off we go.